Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to solve one of those classic little grammar puzzles that trips up so many English learners. The real difference between be used to and get used to. If you stick with me for just the next few minutes, I promise you'll have this thing completely mastered.
Okay, let's dive right in. Take a look at the two sentences right here. Which one feels correct to you? I am used to wake up early, or I am used to waking up early. Think about it for a second. By the time we're done here, you are going to know the answer for sure. And even better, you'll get exactly why it's the right one. All right, let's break this down, starting with our first phrase, be used to. I want you to think of this one as a state of being. It's all about that feeling when something is just completely and totally normal.
Yeah, be used to is like you've arrived at your destination. You're there. The situation, whatever it is totally familiar. It's not new, it's not strange anymore. It's just your normal.
Now, let's check out the structure. And the good news is, it's a super consistent and simple formula. You start with your subject. Then you have the verb be, am, is, are, was, were, followed by used to. And then, and this is the most important part, you finish it with either a noun or a verb that ends in ing.
Let's see how it works in a real sentence. Here's an example with a noun. I am used to the cold weather. Here, the cold weather is that thing, that noun, that I'm familiar with. It doesn't really surprise me or bother me anymore.
And here's another one, but this time with a verb. She is used to waking up early. So it's the action of waking up that's become second nature to her. It's just part of her routine. And notice it's waking, not wake. That little ing at the end is absolutely crucial.
Okay, let's shift gears to our second phrase. This is where it gets really interesting because if be used to is the destination, well, get used to is all about the journey.
So you see, get used to is all about the process of change. Something is new, maybe it's a little weird, but you're in the middle of adapting to it. You're not quite there yet, but you are definitely on your way.
The structure here is almost exactly the same, but with one little change. We just swap out the verb be for the verb get. And what's really cool is that get can change its form. You can have get, gets, got, getting, and that tells us exactly where we are in that whole adaptation process.
For instance, I am getting used to the new school. That ing on getting is our big clue, right? It tells us this is happening right now. The school is still pretty new, but I'm in the process of adjusting to it.
Or how about a past tense example? He got used to living alone. This tells us the whole process of adapting is finished. It might have been tough at first, but he went through that change. And now, living alone is his new normal.
All right, it's time for the showdown. Let's put these two phrases right next to each other to make the difference absolutely crystal clear. I think this is where it's all going to click into place for you. And this table just sums it all up perfectly. On one side, you've got be used to, which is a familiar situation. The key phrase is, it is normal for me. But on the other side, get used to is all about that process of change. It is becoming normal. So, one is a state, and the other is a transition. Simple as that. Let's make this even clearer with a side-by-side comparison. If I say, I am used to this city, it means I feel like a local. It's my home. It's normal. But if I say, I am getting used to this city, that paints a totally different picture, right? It means I'm still figuring things out, learning the bus routes, finding my go-to coffee shop. I'm in the middle of adapting. See how that one little word changes the entire meaning?
So, here's the deal. Even though they mean different things, both of these phrases share one simple, non-negotiable grammar rule, and you absolutely have to remember this one. And here it is, the golden rule. After you say be used to or get used to, the very next word has to be one of two things, either a noun, like the noise, or a verb with that ing ending, like driving. That's it. Those are your only two options, no exceptions. Which brings us all the way back to that question from the beginning. The correct sentence, of course, is I am used to driving. That other version, I am used to drive, is probably the #1 mistake people make with this. So burn this into your brain. After used to in these phrases, you need that ing.
So let's do a quick recap. 1. Be used to means something is familiar. 2. Get used to means something is becoming familiar. And 3. The golden rule for both, always follow them with a noun or a verb ing. That's really all there is to it.
And to really help make this stick, I'll leave you with a question to think about. What is something in your life that you are getting used to at this very moment? Could be a new job, a new hobby, maybe even just getting up earlier. Thinking about it in your own life is truly the best way to lock in what you've learned. Thanks so much for tuning in.